I'm really fortunate to have worked in over 20 countries in global roles in procurement. Most recently, I was the CPO of One New Zealand, which is formerly Vodafone New Zealand. With regards to passion, I'm typically drawn towards opportunities where I can transform a business at such a foundational level that the change is sustainable and helps improve the fundamentals of the business. Well, in terms of PLDT Group, I'm really glad that I met the PLDT Group team and got the opportunity to serve such an amazing organization with an incredible legacy, and which is also the national fabric of Philippines. Startup mentality essentially refers to deeply understanding your why and starting out with addressing the most foundational aspect in leadership, which is the culture that we want to have in our organization. Having a culture where people are inspired and can connect to the big picture, that is the key. That is the key to having the startup mentality. Now, there are other takeaways as well from my experience, and they are having a digital-first mindset, driving simplification, focusing on productivity and outcomes, and also understanding the broader impact of everything that we do. Well, simply, I was part of a great team. We co-designed our future as we established a brand new procurement function at One New Zealand, or Vodafone New Zealand before. It's the purchasing volume is approximately $1.2 billion annually, and is the largest telco in the country. So the transformation was so significant that we went from an organization of only 3 people to 25 people. Majority of our systems didn't exist, and it was all offline. And we went from that to extreme digitization. We implemented New Zealand's first, in true sense of the word, end-to-end contract management. A process where all the way from vendor award to contracts authoring to signatures, everything was established in a single workflow and without leaving the same system. So these are the examples with which we implemented absolute extreme digitization. Another example is we took our processes. There were 50 processes and we took them down to 20 process maps. We onshored capability back to New Zealand from overseas, and we delivered a full-scale ERP transformation in record time ever. And while doing all of that, we also delivered more than $100 million of savings within 1.5 years. So these are the reasons why we won the awards. But deep down, the reason why we could do all of that in parallel with each other is because of the cultural revolution, the cultural movement that we started by inspiring each other, by giving a safe space to each other so we can express ourselves in the best possible way. By the way, one of the key achievements that I'm really proud of, which we got over that time period, is that we developed a sophisticated sourcing strategy for energy for the next 5 years at the company. And this spend, the spend is approximately, upwards of $100 million, but we delivered it in a way that we got savings of more than 7 to 10% versus the wholesale industry market reference for energy. But more importantly, we transitioned to 100% renewable energy. So every single light switch that was turned on, every single data center that was fired up, every single base station that was powering mobile phones across the country, every single one of them, renewable energy. And that is something that I'm really proud of. And that was one of the great achievements. The future of procurement lies in these 3 priorities. Number 1 is digitization. Number 2 is simplification of our processes. and therefore improved efficiency and improved productivity of the organization. And the third area is sustainability, because it's really important, and this will become even more relevant in procurement going forward, that when we procure goods and services, the commercial models that we implement as part of that procurement is sustainable, and it considers the broader impact of our actions. So these are the key priorities that will drive the future of procurement. Being part of a global or regional cohort of procurement leaders is actually inspiring. It's always great to share ideas with others and listen to others and learn from their experiences. So that is what I will take away from the events that I've participated in over the last 2 days. And thank you, ProcureCon, for producing that environment for us.